I'm finally home at 20 to 7. I think I wanted to say 20 to 6 and I wish it was 20 to 6. Because it is... What time is it? Why can I suddenly not read the clock? What is wrong with me? I'm still confused after looking at that one. It's either 20 to 6 or 20 to 7 and I can't work it out. They're both on the same time. Why can't I read the clock all of a sudden? No, it's 20 to 7. It's 27. And I was at work and my dad finally came back. It worked when I stopped that last video. He came back after, but I stopped it because I needed to get on with work and I couldn't concentrate as well as I thought I could. So when he came back, about 20 past 5, my ex-manager rang him. Because she's trying to get hold of me, she rang him and he went, oh, it's such and such. She calls her by a different name to what I call her by. I don't mean I call her a nasty name. She has 2 first names and he knows her by a real first name and I know her by a second name which she prefers to be called. So when he said, oh, it's such and such, I'm like, who's that? And it was her. And he went, I'm not answering to her. And she didn't ring back. And then I sent a text basically saying, I can't work all day Monday. I explained this to you the day before. I told you I could probably do 3 hours in the afternoon and try and do another 3 to 4 another day, but I don't really have time to do it, and you told me you got someone else to replace me, and you know my week's notice was this week. It doesn't include an extra week just because I finished early. There was no point me staying there because I would carry on using my system, and then whoever you're getting in next potentially will want to do their own system, so it'd be pointless paying me for the week when my work is probably going to be redone because they probably want to put in place what they want to put in place. And I said I can't cancel my appointments on Monday. They're long standing. They are. I mean, going to M&S isn't long standing, but it's the 4th week in a row, and also it's my routine, and I like to have my little routines. That's one of the reasons why I didn't leave the job, even though it was hell. It was my little routine. So I said, look, I'm not cancelling my appointments no matter what. I can try and do 3 hours Monday and whenever, and also I'm not willing to work for the rate of pay you paid me whilst I was there because I've never worked for that. I don't need to work for that and whatever. So anyway, I went to Tesco and B&M today. I bought a clock for the office and I don't have it with me. Now it's up on the wall, I'm not as impressed by it because the numbers are silver and they're like the 12, 3, 6 and 9 are quite large, but the other numbers are like that small, and because of where the light is you can't really see them. So, but obviously if the hands are pointing in certain ways you'll know what time it is, even though I just didn't know it was 20 to 7 because I couldn't work it out for some reason. I don't know why. So I wish I'd got a different one now, but it doesn't matter, it'll do. And I also got 2 small bottles of Pepsi Max from there, and I think that's all I took out. So I've got my shopping mixed up. I've got Tesco, and I've not got all the Tesco because there was lunch and stuff which obviously has been eaten, but I'll show you what I've got and I'll tell you where it came from. And if it's from B&M I'll tell you the approx price. Some people might not want to know the price or the approx price, but first thing I got were these. I got these for my dad. They had this and they also had the individual pack, and I was going to get the pack because it's small and I only took 1 bag in and I was refusing to buy another one because I've got a ton of bags. And then when I looked at, even though they were both the same price, when I looked at the weight of these there was more in the box. So these are not for me because I'm not a cheese fan, but I think there was 79p in case I didn't say. Then I think the rest of the stuff in here is actually Tesco, so I want to find somewhere where they do bags that are like that because this will probably last me 2 weeks if I'm careful. Maybe slightly more depending on what I'm using them for. Mainly I help take my makeup off with them, but I also take nail polish off with them and stuff. So I wish I could get like, I'm pretty sure you can, but it's just Tesco's come in such a small one. And then I'm not showing that. There's something I'm not showing. Then I got some Simple Water Boost cleansing wipes. These are the ones I'm using at the moment. I do prefer the original ones, but actually I have no complaints about these. And they're an offer for £2. so I thought I'd get another pack. Then I got a Dr. Pepper, as always, no one's going to be surprised. Then I got 600ml bottle of these. The ones that I got from B&M, the 500ml, so it's only 100ml less, and they were 49p. I think this is like 120 or something like that. The other thing with B&M ones, the dates are very close to now. I got another Dr. Pepper because of course I am going to get another Dr. Pepper. I think I had one before I went out. Then because mine's just about to run out and it was on offer for $3.33, I got the Garnier Micellar Cleansing Water. This is my all-time favourite beauty product. It is fantastic. It gets even waterproof mascara off. You don't need the oil one, but you can get the oil one if you want. But I've noticed when I get the oil one, my spots are like worse. So if I have the oil one, I only use it on my eyes and then I'll use this on the rest of my face. So that's on offer if you do use it or you want to try it. Then I got Nurofen. I've had a migraine for 3 days. It's not as bad today, but I feel ill in other ways. Like I have flu-like symptoms and I'm in a lot of pain in the places that I've got illnesses, which is just fantastic. Then I got a tin of dog food. She's just about to run out of her. This one's from yesterday, so I'm going to give her 2 of these because she hasn't got enough dry food, and we get her the big massive bag. So, well, I'm not getting her one tomorrow because I couldn't possibly lift it. I think my dad is going to go and get her one. Then I got coconut toilet rolls because I've not had them for a while. I've been getting the other ones, and then I was stood there thinking, which one should I get? And I got coconut ones. And then I think this is the last thing I got. I got a Tiger bread for myself. My carrier bag was like massively full when I put that in with the sandwiches and the other drinks that I had because there was other drinks. There was drinks and crisps because I got like the meal deal. So I'm really like, I couldn't even like hold the handles together. I was having to hold the bag with 2 handles because I only took 1 bag in. Because I never know what I'm going to buy. It's always a surprise to me. So then I got a box of Weetabix because the other day I got a single box because that's all the shop did that I got them from. I didn't get them from the supermarket. I got them from Nicer and all they had was this. So I thought, seeing as I've already got a box this big, I'll get this. And it was £1. Then this isn't for me, you'll know that, because I don't drink and I can't drink for various reasons, including one of the medications, well, 2 of the medications that I'm on. Peroni, I think this was either $1.29 or $1.39. It's the smaller bottle. They did have the big bottle in, but there's no price on, and I try not to encourage too much of heavy drinking because, trust me, it doesn't need encouragement. Then because my hair's like breaking and snapping and actually falling out because of my illnesses, and I had to have just over 4 inches off yesterday, which you can't tell from the front because my hair was like this length, but at the back, like, it did cover my, like, to there. So there is a big gap and she wants to cut more off, and I've been putting treatments on lately because I have noticed it doing it, and I knew when I went she was going to want to cut it because I just knew, because it was like gappy at the back or rat's tails, so I knew she'd want to take some off, but she took more than I wanted and she wants to take more. So in 8 weeks time I'm going to have about 2 more inches off, possibly a little bit more, and it's going to kill me. So every 2 weeks I've got to go and have an Olaplex treatment on, and it's going to be about, I think it's £28 or £30 because she has put her prices up, but it does include a blow dry, but it's still a lot of money. And I'm also having my lashes tinted for the first time next time because I have blonde lashes, and it'd be nice to just have dark lashes for a change. So because I am putting treatments on at home as well, and obviously it's not going to be half as good as Olaplex, I saw this Catwalk by TG Fashion Eater Violet Mask for blondes and highlights. So I picked it up because I thought it'll also help get rid of some of the yellow. Like you can see, she had to be careful what she put on my hair yesterday. She couldn't bleach it how I wanted it. So, and it's literally lilac in colour. So when I wash it, I think I'm not going to wash it tonight. I'm going to wash it Saturday possibly. I'm going to try and get it to Sunday and then do a mask. I have been putting on, and when I was trying to grow my hair in the past, I used to use this, and I think it did help, and it helped with the condition. it's Lee Stafford Hair Growth Treatment Mask or whatever it's called, and it's like that big and it's pink, and I think it's £8.49, and at the moment it's got 3 for £15, so I got 2 of them and 1 hair growth leave-on spray, because I could see what was happening to my hair. Like I've seen this happening for weeks and weeks and weeks now, so I knew, you know, there's a problem. And my hairdresser did say it's your illnesses and also your medication and also the stress you've been under as well. And I said, well, I've been stressed in the past and it's not done this. She said, well, it has fallen out, but it's just not been snapping as well. So it's quite thick up here and it was quite thin, so the bit that she cut off was just so thin, and obviously she's going to want to do more. So I have started to use that Lee Stafford one as well, and I used it every wash for months and months and months, and then I went down to once a week, and then I stopped using it. And then just before Christmas or just after Christmas the offer was on, so I bought it and I've started using it again, and I used the spray as well, and I thought I'd add this to the routine as well, because I even know the treatment you use before conditioner, the Lee Stafford one, the one you do in the shower after washing your hair. So I've been using my Mark Curl 2-minute treatment as well. So this will be after I've done the Lee Stafford. This will be put on. I don't know how long it says. It's got like the smallest writing on here. 3 to 5 minutes. Apply and clean wet hair, leave 3 to 5 minutes, then rinse. Use weekly, so this will be my weekly treat. I wash my hair 3 times a week, so that was £5. They had another one, but it was for brunettes, and obviously I'm not going to pick one up for brunette. I know I do have the brunette in there, but I'm not doing brunette basically. So I bought in one other bottle of beer, Effie's, because when he went to Turkey he liked Effie's beer. I think this was like £1.19 or £1.29. It weren't super expensive, it was cheaper than the Peroni, and it's the bigger bottle. So I'm going to go and put them in his fridge upstairs, because he has a fridge in his living room. Then I'm not going to use this yet, and they had 3 colours. They had steel, light grey and blonde, or a white blonde. My battery's dying super quick on me. So I've picked up the Jerome Russell Bee Blonde Steel for pre-lightened and blonde hair. I don't think there's enough in here, even though I've had a lot of my hair chopped off. And it goes from that to that, and it's meant to wash out. The thing that scares me about things like this is they don't always wash out. Apply a small amount of toner with... Oh, I was just reading that in the instructions. Wash hair using a clarifying shampoo. Do not use a conditioner. Towel dry well. And massage the toner evenly through hair from root to tip. Pile hair on top of the head and cover with a plastic hood. Apply heat with a hairdryer for 5 minutes. Allow the toner to develop for a maximum of 30 minutes or the time indicated by the strand test. Very dry hair should process in 10 to 15 minutes. So I'm not going to use it for a couple of weeks. I'm going to have at least one treatment at the hairdresser's, and then I'll probably buy a second one. I am tempted to go and get the light silver one, because I did have silver in the past, and I've also had this colour. Oh, the other one was a lilac one, and I've had lilac as well. So at some point this will be going on. Probably end up patchy, but there you go. Then, because as I said and as I've shown, my hair is a bit yellow in places, and obviously because my hair's like breaking and stuff, she couldn't do too much about it. So this is a lifesaver if you've never tried it before. It is Touch of Silver brightening shampoo. You need to be very careful with this because it can dye your scalp, it can dye your face, it can dye your hands. I always put it on, rinse my hands, and then rinse all around there. It does dye my scalp a little bit, but no one can notice it. So this is absolutely fantastic, and I think this was £1.99 as well. It's a small bottle, but you don't need to use it every time if you don't really want to. Then my dry shampoo was running out, so I got the cherry flavour, which I've never had before. This was £1.99. They had a few flavours, but I thought, or scents, but I've never had cherry, so I got cherry. And the last 2 items are drinks, because I do like my sugary drinks. I got St Helier sparkling lemon beverage. It reminds me of what they called. You know the brand I mean, the ones in the fatter cans with the is it San Pellegrino? That's why I picked it up, because it reminded me of that, and I do like lemon drinks. All natural sparkling lemon beverage with 12% lemon juice, so I think that will be really nice, and I just love that. And I think this was like 49p. And then the final thing I got was Rubicon sparkling mango, 39p. I like sparkling mango. I normally, do I ever get the can? I think I normally get the bottle, but that is everything that I got from B&M and Tesco, except for the clock, which is at the office, and the 2 sandwiches, 2 packets of crisps, and 2 drinks, and also the other 2 drinks from B&M. So I spent quite a lot today. And the item I'm most excited to try, well, I'm dying to do this to my hair, but I know I need to be careful at the moment. And toners don't damage your hair, it just tones it. So I don't think there's going to be enough. And I don't know what to do, because I'm going to have to try and separate my own hair on the top and the bottom. She has actually took some of my brown out on one side. I don't know why she did that, but she did. So I'm going to have to somehow try and separate it out. But there isn't much, so I think this was like either $3 or $3.49. There's no way that's going to do my hair, even though I've just had a lot taken out. Lasts up to 8 washes, which is fine by me. But I'm not going to use it yet. I think I'm going to get a second one of this and 2 of the silver. And then I can do it anytime really. But I need to get my hair back to life. So that's everything. I'm going to put it away. I do have stuff to do. I need to put my phone on charge. That's why I've got to go. And thank you for watching. I will be back soon, I guess. Probably not tonight. I've got stuff I need to start. I need to start a set of accounts. I'm lucky I don't have that many sets of accounts, because I'm quite ill. I feel like crap. And people can't always tell I'm ill, because I do carry on basically, if I can, to some extent. Sometimes I can't do much, but I felt like death this morning, and I still don't feel amazing, and I'm too hot, and I can't wait to take my jumper off. I have got some on, I'm not exposing myself. I've got a t-shirt on ready, so I'm gonna go, and bye everyone.